guys, it's Sam, and today I'm going to do 5-star TBR shelf predictions. So this was originally started by Mercedes of Mercy's Bookish Musings. I will link her channel down below, but basically she went through her TBR shelf and wanted to predict 5 books that she was going to give 5 stars to. And then when she read those, she wrapped them up kind of saying, were they 5-star reads, were they not, whatever. But the whole point was to kind of have 5 books that you were super excited about to read, that you thought were going to be 5-star books. And this is actually more difficult than it sounds, and she said the same thing, because we all go into books hoping to enjoy them, but we don't necessarily think every book that we're going to enjoy is going to be a 5-star read. Most books, I assume, and hope to be 4 stars. But 5 stars are your new favorite books. So you know not every book that you're looking forward to and that you think sounds cool is going to be your new favorite book. So this was actually really difficult. I have an entire shelf, like this whole shelf, almost full of TBR books, and I was only able to find 5 that I really think could be 5-star quality. A lot of 4s, almost all 4s, but only 5 that I really thought were going to be 5 stars. I had a couple runner-ups, not going to talk about those because they might end up in future rounds if I end up doing this more than once. But yeah, these are the 5 books that I'm hoping to actually read before the end of the year. I wouldn't consider this like a before the end of the year TBR because I have something else kind of related to that. I have a yearly TBR that I'm hoping to get through. But these are 5 books that I'm hoping to get to before the end of the year, but might not, that I think will be 5-star reads. And I'm hoping to read these soon because I feel like I've read a lot of kind of mediocre books lately. I've done a few book chats on these kinds of things that I will link on the screen for your viewing pleasure, but I haven't read a ton of favorites even this year, so these will hopefully be them. So my first 5-star prediction is Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch. This is the second book in the Gentleman Bastard series, and I adore The Lies of Locke Lamora. I just have not gotten around to this one, which is going to be very soon. I keep saying that. I was hoping to get it before the end of the summer and it didn't happen. It's getting cold out here now. I'm like, crap, because this has pirates in it and I just feel like pirates are good summer reads. But regardless, the first book was 5 stars and a new favorite of mine. I'm pretty sure the second book will be too. It's a pretty safe bet. Then we have Traitor's Blade by Sebastian de Castel. This one I have super high hopes for because it's the first book in an epic fantasy series and it's a Three Musketeers kind of inspired series, but there's also Lady Musketeers, I guess. Lady Greatcoats, because it's the Greatcoat series. And everyone that I know that's read it has loved it. It's a new favorite of theirs. Everyone. This is not a very polarizing read at all. People just love it. So I'm pretty certain I'm going to be one of those people as well. Then we have The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. This has been one that's been on my to-read list since it came out in January. This is supposed to be really good for fans of Uprooted, which is one of my favorite books of all time, and it has a lot of Russian mythology and folklore mixed into it, and it's very like magical wood and all of these tropes and things that I just love it has in here, so I'm pretty certain I'm going to love this. I've been waiting for it to get cold out. I can see this being like a early December read, hopefully, if it's nice and brisk. Then we have The Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. This is much like Traitor's Blade in that everyone I know that's read this has loved it. I have not heard anything negative about this series. It's a beast. It's big. It's a trilogy, I'm pretty sure. This one's first one. It's very large. So will I get to these large books all before the end of the year? Probably not, but I'm hoping to because again, I feel that I'll probably fly through this because I'll be loving it so much. Because I have yet to hear a bad thing about it. And my last prediction is Too Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer. And this is my only sci-fi pick on the list. But this is a sci-fi mixed with the Enlightenment period. This is my only unpredictable prediction, which doesn't quite make sense. But this one is a little more people aren't quite sure of. Everyone that I trust has loved it, but I know that it hasn't gotten great reviews all around. But they describe it as Ada Palmer kind of making her own huge sandbox to play in, and it's just being really fun and really different, a very different science fiction. So I'm thinking, based on the reviews of everyone that I adore, also adoring it, and them talking about it in a way that I really appreciate, and it being very kind of like character focused and all this stuff, I think I'm gonna love it. Really think it's gonna be 5 stars, but it's my only one that I'm like, I don't, probably. Hopefully. So those are my 5-star predictions. Comment below, let me know if you have some books on your TBR shelf that you really feel are going to be favorites. I think it's hard. Not every book that you want to read do you think is going to be a favorite? You just think you're going to typically like enjoy it. But favorites are few and far between for a good reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't know what a favorite is anymore because everything would be your favorite. It just doesn't work like that. You have to have the good with the bad. But these are what I feel are going to be the greats. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.